RJ, I think I probably know the answer to this, but your Pac-12 Defensive Player and Defensive Lineman of the Week, just any reaction to that or kind of what it means to you?
Nice. That's all I got for you. Got to keep attacking it. Obviously, don't let those type of things get to you, and keep doing the same preparation, if not more, that got you there in the first place.
You know, for you and Brennan, you guys have obviously been doing this for a long time now, as teammates, as friends, as now roommates. You know, to kind of combine, I know you mentioned putting that picture on the fridge on Saturday, but to get to combine for a moment like that, I mean, how much do you think that adds to the legacy that the two of you have built together?
I mean, I think it's huge, man. I mean, not really to the legacy, to just our own memories, you know, and things like that. You know, obviously that was a big part in a big game, but I think it's important to us, you know, just know that like we're trying to make a lot of those, you know, and not to let one of them just be the only one we have. You know, I think he and I have the ability to make some more plays like that. And so really that's about it, man. I think really just doing our job to the best of ability is trying to the legacy that we want to leave.
Coach Dickert said yesterday that Quinn's going to be out a little while with an injury. You know, now that it's you two and you guys obviously have Eddie and Ram and Isaac, how do you kind of maybe even lead a little bit more to some of those guys? Because, you know, the numbers are down a couple now without Quinn and Lawrence.
Yeah, I think it's really just about emphasizing that strain. You know, like you could see a little bit in today in practice, you know, it gets harder when you have less numbers, you know, and it obviously creates more opportunity for younger guys to get more reps and things like that, and they have to capitalize. But we're down a troop in the battle, and we still got to end up going to war and win it. So it's just really emphasizing the strain and the compete factor.
Jaden Hicks has had about as good of a 2-week stretch as maybe any player in the country in terms of safeties. Just what have you seen from him, and how much does that make your guys easier as pass rushers, knowing you have a guy that good on the back end?
Yeah, I mean, I've been really impressed with Jaden Hicks and our secondary, man. They've been competing, they've been hooping, you know, and just the way they compete makes our lives a lot easier. You know, you look at maybe that first sack that I had. That was a coverage sack. You know, he didn't have enough time to throw it anywhere, and I eventually ended up getting home. So I mean, I give almost all the credit I get to those guys back there. You know, and the rest of it to the other guys on the D line. You know, it's one big team game, and I'm glad we got guys back there we can trust.
Does it mean anything to you that you guys break into the top 25?
Yeah, I think it's a great thing to let us know that our hard work is paying off, but at the same time, it's one of those things where we can't let that get to us. You know, our preparation has to stay the same, our work ethic has to stay the same, and our will to compete has to stay the same. You know, if we let one ranking go to our head, we'll end up being not ranked anymore, you know?
And building off of that with an opponent like Northern Colorado, an FCS school coming here, how do you keep that mentality the same, or do you try to, especially in the middle of this homestand?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a real. It's something you got to battle with mentally. You know, it's how disciplined are you going to be? You know, at the end of the day, you know, we have to get better this week no matter what. You know, and it's a choice whether or not we're going to get better or worse. And you could look at whoever you play and choose if it's going to be a good game or not. But as long as you're competing to the best of your ability, you should get better, and that's what we want to do.
Your buddy Brennan likes to say that when he first got on campus, he was wearing these like fake glasses he's embarrassed in hindsight about. Do you remember like your first impression of this guy, and like did you notice that those were fake at all?
We knew they were fake. You know, I knew they were fake, and as someone that wears real glasses, you know, it's just I've never understood it. You know, personally, nothing against it. You know, but I've never understood it. You know, like it's like when I don't know. I don't know why you would wear fake glasses if you could see. You know, like, I hate having to put contacts in every day. You know, like, when I go without my glasses, I can't see anything. So, you know, but it was a different time of his life, and we've moved past that, thankfully.
Take me back to the field rushing the other day. At any point, like, during the week or during the game, did it enter your mind, like, hey, if we get this done, the fans might rush the field, and you know when they did, what was going through your mind?
It was funny. Earlier in the week, Simon, KT, Quinn, and I were kind of having that conversation on whether or not they would, and I thought they wouldn't. I was like, you know, we just came off. Well, no, here's the thing. I thought they were going to, but I don't know. I don't know how to make it make sense. I was expecting them to a little bit. you know. And I mean, it's a great win. It's a great home win, and it's really great for our team, our community, and I'm glad we got that done for them. You know, I think one of the things that we often forget about as players sometimes is how involved our community is with our team, you know, and how important it is to them as well. And I kind of misspoke last week when I had said it doesn't matter how many people we play in front of, because at the end of the day, those people in the stands are a part of our team, you know, and obviously they're not on the field, but they have a huge impact on the game, and we need those people every time. You know, we play better when they're in there getting loud and getting energetic.
Take me through kind of where you were when all the fans started to kind of stream onto the field. Like, were you just mobbed right away, or how did you kind of make your way around the crowd?
So I was on the left side of the field, and I was trying to go say what's up to some of the guys from the other team, but then they started sprinting off, and the fans kind of cut them off. So I ended up not seeing anyone and kind of just made my walk towards the locker room very slow and took the pictures along the way, and then ended up in the locker room celebrating. Thank you. Go Cougs.